Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4, the Great War Redux with me, Alpha Biomega in German Empire. So we left off in a place of wonder where we have to do a couple of things. We have 2 free research slots, we have 3 military factories, we have a lot of army and navy experience, we need to set up some more construction lines, so things are going to move quickly now. So let's start by looking at the technologies that we would want. We definitely want infantry equipment 1. Personal and crew soft weapons for infantry, as well as the various other bits of kit a soldier needs. The equipment must include infantry grenades and modern rifles. So soft attack is increased for cavalry, motorized, and leg infantry by 5%. So let's get that. And we wanted to think about fortification 1 here, but I think I might look a bit more into the naval side of things. So we could get the bracket shooting. Or we could get these ones, artillery, cars. We finished the logistics company. There's nothing really here that wouldn't be way ahead of time. So let's go with naval. We'll need to get these 3 out of the way, and definitely the bracket shooting, and later on the ladder shooting. So, bracket shooting. To hit the target, the first step is to straddle it by firing a few guns at a time until the impact hits on both sides of the target. So this increases light and heavy attack of our battleships and battlecruisers by 5%. With the help of our naval experience, we can turn it down from nearly a year to only 109 days. Now let's look at our military factories. So we get an extra factory. I actually don't know what we wanted to do with that one. Did I say that we would add it to the trains? Because we're starting to run a bit short. 242 needed, 267. It might be worth it to add another one there. And support equipment? No, okay. No, I wanted motorized. We have to design the new 1913 division here. So let's duplicate this one. And we're going to call this one 1913 Infantry Division. I'm calling it Infantry Division, but you guys know what I mean. And this one is going to have Field Hospital and a Logistics Company. Which means that yes, we are starting the need to get motorized here, because they are necessary. Wait, are they necessary for the hospital? Yeah, they're necessary for the hospital. Okay, for both hospital and logistics company. The supply use is really not going down that much. But I guess it's worth it because it only costs, what? 20 support equipment and 10 motorized. Is it giving us any bonuses at all? A bit of HP, lower fuel usage, world supplies. Okay, well that's fine. That is fine. So this is the final phase of infantry that we're going to use for now. And the next thing we're going to design is going to be... the next one we are going to design is going to be the attack infantry. So what kind of symbol are we going to give you? Oh, you're going to take the target that we had on the other unit. Okay, here. Update, and this one is going to get, let's give you this one for example. So the oldest one is now 1910, and then we get the 1911 and 1913. Now if you wanted to change all of the 1910s to 1913 with the exception of the Garde Cavalry, so 9 divisions here, it would take 2,700 infantry equipment. So the only thing that's really dragging us down is infantry equipment, yeah. Kind of sucks. But yeah, okay, let's add this factory to the motorized, because you can see that we will start needing that. And I'm also going to spend some XP here and design the... I forgot what it's called. Schutztruppen, yeah. I don't think I know how to do the scharfes S. So, Stoßtruppen Infanteriedivision here. And this one is going to change. It's going to have, instead of you, it's going to have a recon armored car. It's going to have a support howitzer. 2 howitzers like this. And you're going to have armored car here. Actually, if we kept the cavalry here, how much of a change would that be? Breakthrough +5, soft attack +2. Oh god, these are worthless at this point. They cost so much, but we need them. Every piece of a breakthrough is going to be very useful for us. So each one of these is going to require 145. We got 618. Okay. So that tells me we could get them immediately. That is really good. Let's give you the fist symbol. And that means that basically we'll need 4 of these and then regular infantry divisions. Now you need 1430 and we don't have that, do we? Yeah, we don't. Okay, so I'll have to wait. But the next batch is going to be 4 assault infantry divisions that we are going to recruit. And with that said, let's get battlefield concentration. Strike force organization lost load by 20%, and organization of battleships, battlecruisers, and heavy cruisers by 10, which is good. Call the nearby ships as soon as the enemy vessel is spotted. Coordinated focused fire quickly render enemy ships useless. Hunt them down one by one. So let's get that. Keep the rest of the XP for research and unpause. So we're going to get the Schutztruppen recruited, and then eventually we're going to have to give them more equipment and so on, which is going to lay heavy demands on our quartermasters. But I'm feeling at least happy that we're getting this much. Now I'm willing to more military factory and then civilian factories. Okay, we don't have anything here, so that is pretty good. Let's get these ones in order to... Actually, no, not this one. Because those are going to be hit by the French. And we don't want that. Okay, let's do it this way. Good, good, good. So stability plus... stability at 100% gives us plus 10% political power. Lowered consumer goods factories by 5%, and factory and Ducart output increased by 20%. I actually wanted to look at our enemies, what they field. Okay, so it claims you got roughly 32 civilian factories. We got 67. And it claims that you got roughly 18 or 19 military factories. We got 33. Okay, that's good. You are a bit better. You got 44, but still way less civilian we do, and military you get about 2/3. So together Russia and France are stronger than us, but not by a huge margin. If we continue as we are now, we might get a bit more ahead. So we finished the Atlantic and Pacific shipyards. Now the question is what we're gonna go with next. I guess the OHL authority is the only next logical step, because we will need the expansion of the staff to get the doctrines and prepare a way to Hindenburg program, and then the military mission to Turkey is going to be important. So OHL authority allows to take drastic measures to please the army. So general staff is going to be modified by increased planning speed and max planning by 5%, and maximum command power increases by 10, and army, air and naval experience increases by 15, and proto-fascism actually increases. That's a bit scary. How are we doing on the ship modernization program? Okay, there's way less of them, but still a massive amount. Wow, we actually upgraded already 45 destroyers. Cool. I mean, destroyers are just screens, but they're gonna do us a lot of good. We're gonna have to boost other units, other ships. Boost other ships. What the hell am I talking about? We will need to refit more ships, the heavier ones especially, if we are to stand a chance. Now we're gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more factories. So what would be good? I'll need one at civilian trains. We're good on support equipment. We're good on motorized. We will need more artillery. We will need more of you. We will need more of you. And more of you. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and that means 6 factories is going to be here. Okay, and once we're done with that, then we're gonna massively boost the production of infantry equipment. Because all of these Schutztruppen will require more infantry, and at least something like this to make them worth. We could fill them now, but later on it's gonna be very hard. This is gonna be one of you, the 1911 Infantry Division, and I'm gonna ship you off right to Tsingtao. Okay, you guys still haven't received. Okay, you're receiving reinforcements now, so that's good. And I'll consider Tsingtao defended, but we'll need to probably split the Schutztruppen Africa into 4 distinct armies. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually 5, because we need to garrison Morocco as well. We need to take this area and then move on to the mainland. Hopefully their colonial forces are nowhere near as strong as the regular army. Okay, this is looking really good. Production, I'm happy with production. Okay, and that leaves us with one simple final task, which is going to be boosting the railway network. That's something that I really don't like. Schlieffen dies. Retire Alfred von Schlieffen. On 4th of January 1914, former head of our general staff Alfred von Schlieffen died of old age. He was most famous for developing our strategy for a possible war against French-Russian Entente. Okay, so let me see how this is working. Okay, we finished the diesel port, emergency port. So you're taking supplies this way. That is ridiculous. This is connection 2. This is connection 2. So we're actually going to upgrade it here, because these ones all need upgrades to level 3. And we actually have level 3 here, and there's a missing connection here, and then here. Or we could just upgrade this one. Okay, so like this. So this is a level 3. So that's one side, and then the other side. This side is gonna be way worse. We'll need to have a supply hub here. And we will definitely need a supply hub here. And there's no supply hub nowhere near here. Or here. This is gonna be a nightmare. And this area is gonna be awful. Because 20k already, yeah, this is gonna be a nightmare. Okay, and we'll need to upgrade the supplies going this way. And they're actually, oh wow, we already have a railway. Yeah, 25, so that's good. The only ones we are needing to upgrade are these and these. And then these for connection. And then this is a level 3. Okay, let's upgrade this one. And this one. Which is going to grant us extra supplies here. Okay, well, if we got a ton of things to build here, as far as railways go, and I don't think somewhere in the south we're going to need anything. Hopefully they're not going to lose on the Italian front, because that would be a nightmare to deal with. Okay, well, let's start by... Okay, this helps battleships, this helps cruisers, and this helps everyone. So let's get this one. Small caliber semi-armor piercing shell. A compromise between armor piercing performance and explosive power. This shell does significantly more damage after punching through the weak armor of the light ships. So only 109 days. This is great. It's actually really good. So we're getting air experience, we're getting naval experience and land, which is amazing. Actually, one thing that we could do here is look at these areas. So static warfare, entrenchment and max entrenchment, that would actually be pretty good. Aggressive reconnaissance, and victory or death, maneuver warfare, reserve officers, flexible organization. Nope, we need static warfare, elevated engineering core, daily command power, proper heritage, authorization drive, quick improvisation, nope, elevated engineering core, bold attack, meticulous preparation, inventive leadership, embrace the future, political loyalty, and tenacious defense. I think we're gonna go with bold attack, extra chance of +1 attack on a level up. As far as navy goes, what do we have here? Close combat, efficient communication, inclement weather experience, brave commanders, surface raiders, and night fighting. Let's get close combat. Screen attack and torpedo screen penetration is going to go well with what we're doing here. Here we can get, oh, it's the new school or integrated design. Ship modules. Ship refitting speed plus 25%. Holy hell. Naval refit yards. I should have gotten this one a long time ago. I had no idea it was there, actually. And here we might take calculated restraint, convoy. Okay, let's go instant aggression +1 attack chance on level up. And we finished all of our what are they called? Schutztruppen? Schutztruppen, right? Yeah. Okay, so how did we want to do this? Let's add you all to this command for now. And we'll send 3 here, 4 here, 4 here, and 4 here. Okay, and we'll have to disperse them a bit around the territory. How's the war going? Oh, Ottomans are getting already destroyed. This is one of the hardest conflicts in Hearts of Iron 4, I think. It's really difficult for anyone to win this as Ottomans, because there's just so many opponents. Plus you most likely lost quite a lot of units in the fight with Italy. So it's really not something that you can laugh about. It's really harsh, actually. Let me see, did the Tsingtao... Yeah, they got all of their necessary equipment. Good. Raid on the Sublime Porte. Another military coup took place in the Ottoman Empire. Embittered by the defeatist weakness of the Sultan and the government, the leaders of the Ittihad Veteraki, Ismail Enver and Muhammad Tawad, attacked the Sublime Porte. During the raid, Minister Nazim Pasha was killed and Grand Vizier Kamil Pasha resigned. Despite the bloody coup, Sultan does not lose his position. However, he becomes a puppet in the hands of a party of the Union and Progress. The new government will be led by known hero of the 31st March incident, Mahmud Shevket Pasha, who will become Grand Vizier. We hope his mandate be long and successful. Ottoman militarists crave revenge. So the OHL authority is done, and now we can expand the staff. Military doctrine. Okay. So we get... okay, so this further modifies the general staff by additional planning speed of 5%, max planning of 5%, and maximum command power increased by 10. And we lose a bit more daily political power, but we get 2 times cost reduction for land doctrine of 30% and 1 times 50% for arm doctrine. So that is definitely worth it. Now let me see, can we get 4 of you? Okay, I'll call it yes. I'll say it's a yes. We'll most likely be able to get enough equipment and howitzers by the time these units are going to be going out. But yeah, we can see that the production of howitzers is insufficient for even 4 units. But I'm happy that we get the armored cars. Someone actually made a comment that if I ever saw the Kraftwagen and Buck, I wouldn't call it an armored car. And actually I thought it looked like this. You know, the picture is very small, but this is what I envisioned it, and I know from some photos that this is what it looked like. It was basically a car with a gun on it. But, poof, I mean, it's not like they're claiming it has a huge defense. Yeah, it got 2, breakthrough is 6, soft attack 3, hard attack 1, so this is like a proto car. Really, just a small model. Okay, yet another factory has been added to the Gewehr 98. And we also got an extra one on the trains. Get towed artillery here. Howitzers. Yeah, construction's going well. Really well. Considering it's 1913, we are doing good. And we could get more people here. Naval bombardment. I think artillery attack and defense is going to be super important for us. Cavalry attack, not so much. Capital ship attack and armor, let's get you. And recovery rate of 4% would be good, but I think that instead we're gonna go with that artillery. And as far as theorists go, we can... okay, yeah, I must not forget about that. The land doctrine minus 10%, that's the one we want before we get the doctrine. So here's the second Tsingtao division, so you guys are going to defend this area, and we finish the bracket shooting. Cool. So that will allow us to get armor piercing capped medium shell, light attack and light piercing increased for cruisers and light cruisers by 5%. Oh no, actually, light attack and light piercing for light cruisers and a heavy attack and heavy piercing for heavy cruisers. Okay, let's spend 50 naval XP on that and be happy. And by the time we get the expansion of the staff, we should be able to get the advisor, hopefully. Yeah, okay, it happened. The moment they cut the Ottomans in half, you know that their army is going to get obliterated. They won't be able to resist anyone. Okay. So the only thing that we're missing are the howitzers, and we're getting about 1 every 2 days, which is good. It's gonna get even better. With that extra factory, I'm gonna get to something like 5 per week, which is going to be good because we'll definitely need a ton of them for the Stoßtruppen divisions. And yeah, again, soft attack is high, but look at that breakthrough 59. Jesus. if we added more armored cars... Well, eventually we will have to, and we'll have to give them tanks and mortars and stuff like that, but at this point we really don't have any other option how to keep them afloat than a raw determination, basically. Okay, only a bunch of these are to be upgraded now, so we might want to schedule 2 more battleships for upgrades. Actually, the Nassaus, we got 4 of those. These are also early dreadnoughts. Okay, so let's upgrade the Kaisers to Kaiser Wilhelm class, and that will give us 1 extra free line, because I'm thinking we might want to upgrade the cruisers. Let's look at heavy cruisers. So we get the Blecher class here. Early cruiser. Yeah, all of them are early cruisers. Okay, that's actually not bad. If we keep cruiser engine 1 there, give them a hydrophone, and could add another medium battery, then this would be 1650 for a refit. Okay, the Balkan War is over. Treaty of London. Okay, let's stop it here and let me look at this. This is actually pretty good, I think. What if we switch to some rapid fire guns? No, I think this is better. It's gonna be expensive, but let's call this one. Auenstein class. Actually, that's not a port. So Stettin class. Okay, and we'll need to upgrade a bunch of our ships to that. Okay. We get 2 Prince Adalberts, 2 Ruins, 2 Scharnhorsts. So let's upgrade the Scharnhorsts first. That gives... yeah, it's a huge boost. Okay, cool. So we'll start upgrading some of our battleships and some of our cruisers, because we'll be done with the light ships, so we'll need to get a bit more punch on the actual ships. So 1, 2, yeah, 2 and 2. It's gonna be fine, though we would probably benefit. No, actually, these guys are going to be only able to have 5, so we'll have to schedule yet another upgrade. Okay, so that was the Blecher class, and there's only 1, isn't there? Yeah, so you're gonna go to Stettin class as well. So let's read about the Treaty of London. The Balkan League took advantage of the weakness of the Ottomans and forced them to concede some territories. It's a victory for the Balkan League and maybe the end of the Ottoman Empire. Britain, Germany, Russia, Austria-Hungary and the Kingdom of Italy, which were classified as major powers in Europe, were involved. These powers put pressure on the Balkan League to comply the borders with their taste, but the victors do not appear to be satisfied with them. Especially Austria-Hungary and Italy wants to let Albania gain independence to protect their Adriatic interests from Serbian expansion. Oh yeah, Serbia grew massively. Yep, they stole all of the Turkish territory. There's going to be a second Balkan War, everyone against Bulgaria. Berlin-Baghdad Railway. Turkey asks to support the construction of the Berlin-Baghdad road in Anatolia and Mesopotamia. This project will help us put pressure on Persia and Britain, but the construction of a section of the Gulf Railroad could anger the British government. We need this railway. This is not beneficial for us. We need this railway. Yeah, let's help our allies. Providing reserve rifles. Berlin-Baghdad crisis. Britain is making demands on our companies. They're not happy that we are building a railway right next to the Persian Gulf. They hint at a military conflict. We need to calm these assholes. Or are they ready to start war because of this? Are they ready to start a war? Let's see what the response is going to be. I hope it's not yes, because that would really put a dent in my plan. Okay, all of you are in position, which is amazing. So we'll send you guys over here. And you guys over here. Send some of you over there. Some of you over here. And you guys over here. And you can go to Yaoundé. We need to spread you guys a bit. You can stay there in the port. And he'll do the same thing. I think there's a railroad in this one. Can't remember. Yep, there is. Okay, so we're gonna go to Tanganyika. I'm gonna go to Tanganyika. I'm gonna go over here. And you're gonna go over here. Cool. And we're going to start drilling you guys as much as we can. Okay, expansion of the staff is gonna be done soon, which sucks because we're missing quite a lot of political power to get the doctrine guy, which we would like. I sure think that we could then snatch about 3 doctrines, but we need to get him first. I hope I won't forget. And our navy is starting to come into shape, which is great. We have an insane number of weak ships, but some of the ships that we already have are really good. So we have 4 new battleships, fully upgraded, 78, and there's going to be way more destroyers. I'm going to definitely manage to refit these ships that we put up for production before the war starts. So we finished to expand the staff, which gave us bicycle infantry. How amazing is that? And we could actually go focus on light aviation at this point, because we can't really do much here. Wow, we need more for military advisors. Puppet monarchies. I want the ship's trooper because that gives heat attrition lowered by 50% and hot acclimatization gain factor as well. But I think I'm going to start with light aviation here. 100% research bonus for fighter models will allow us to get the next fighter way ahead of time. Anyway, I think that's all for this episode. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.